If you're running a service business, whether you're a plumber, an accountant, a lawyer, an IT consultant, or a landscaper, you already know that getting a steady, consistent flow of leads is what keeps the lights on. But with so many digital marketing options out there, it can be really tough to know where to actually focus your time and your budget. Hi there, it's Adrian from Numero Uno, and in this video, I'm breaking down the top 4 digital marketing strategies that are proven to generate more leads for small to mid-sized service businesses without wasting your time or wasting your budget. So let's get right into it. Tip number 1, and this is something every single service business needs to have completely dialed in, and that is your Google Business Profile, or GBP. This is that listing that shows up in Google Maps and in local results when someone searches for a service near them. So think plumber near me or accountant in Toronto. Now, if you haven't claimed and optimized your GBP yet, I'm going to tell you, you are leaving serious money on the table. Here's some stats. Verified profiles are 80% more likely to appear in search results, get 7 times more clicks than incomplete listings, and fully optimized profiles convert at 4.5% versus only 1.8% for incomplete ones. So what does optimized actually mean? Well, here's a quick checklist. Make sure your business name, address, phone number, and website URL are 100% accurate and consistent everywhere online. I'm underlining 100% here, as it has to be exactly the same across all channels for your Google Business Profile to be considered optimized. Choose the right primary and secondary business categories. So this directly affects what searches you appear for. So make sure when you're selecting your categories, you are choosing the right things. Don't start to try to think about other businesses that you could be doing, or maybe some side hustles that you're doing. Pick your primary business, maybe a secondary business category, and that's it. So if your primary business is accounting and your secondary business is bookkeeping, but you also do tax audits and everything like that, just keep it simple, okay? Add high quality photos. So that's your team, your workspace, any finished work if you're doing products, or like if you're a landscaper, before and after shots. Businesses with like 100 photos or more receive 520% more calls than those without. Write a compelling business description using keywords your customers actually search for. So don't focus on your features, but focus on the benefits or the problems your customers might encounter and what they would use to search for a business just like yours. And enable messaging, respond to Q&A, and keep your hours updated, including holiday hours. Now remember, this is free, it's powerful, and it directly impacts how many leads find you every single day. Block off 2 hours this week, get this done. Okay, tip number 2 is building a local SEO content strategy, and specifically this means creating blog posts and landing pages that target the real questions and search terms your ideal customers type into Google every single day. Think about it. When someone needs a service that you offer, they usually don't go straight to a company website. They Google it first. They search for things like how much does HVAC maintenance cost in Toronto, or who's the best bookkeeper for small businesses near me. If your website has a blog post that answers that question, you're going to show up. And now you have a warm, high intent lead who came to you organically. Businesses that publish 16 or more blog posts per month generate 4.5 times more leads than those that don't blog consistently. And 72% of businesses report that content marketing directly boosts their lead generation, even in this AI generated world that we live in right now, because the AI bots also pick up what you're writing on your blog post. It also picks up what's on your Google Business Profile, as I mentioned before. So this isn't just about Google anymore. This is about AI bots like, ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, whatever it is. It needs to happen. You need to post blog content. And look, you don't need a huge content team to make this work. Here's a simple 3-step approach to get it started. Number 1, I want you to write down the 10 most common questions your customers ask before hiring you. Each one of those is a blog topic. Secondly, for each post, target a location-specific keyword like emergency electrician Mississauga, or IT support for small business in Toronto. And third, write posts that are at least 800 to 1,000 words that are genuinely helpful, and always end with a clear call to action, like calling your office or filling out a contact form. I want you to start with 2 solid posts per month, and then I want you to build it up from there. And remember, this is not like ads where you're paying per click. Great content will keep generating leads for months and even years after they're published. Tip number 3 is one that a lot of service businesses completely sleep on, and I genuinely don't know why, because it is one of the most cost-effective lead generation tools available right now. I'm talking about Google Local Service Ads, or LSAs. So here's what makes them different from your regular Google ads. Instead of paying every time someone clicks your ad, you only pay when a potential customer actually contacts you directly, either by calling or sending a message. And your listing gets what's called a Google Guaranteed or Google Screened badge, which builds instant trust with prospective clients. The average cost per lead on LSAs is just about $6 to $30, and 50 to 70% of those leads convert into paying customers. Compare that to traditional Google ads, where the average cost per lead is around $70. That's a massive difference. So if you want to get started with that, you search Google Local Services Ads and go through their setup process. You'll need to pass a background check and verify your license and insurance, but honestly, that's actually a feature, not a bug. It's exactly what gives customers confidence to call you over the competitor who isn't verified. And here's one critical tip. Respond to your leads as fast as possible. Google factors your response speed directly into how your listing is ranked. So if you're not running LSAs yet, this is probably the fastest path to inbound leads on a tight budget. Now, before I get to tip number 4, I want you to remember to hit that like button below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Okay, finally, tip number 4, it's all about online reviews. And if you're not actively managing your reputation online, I promise you, you are losing leads every single day without even knowing it. Here's the reality. 99% of consumers read online reviews before making a purchase. And for local businesses specifically, 96% of people check your reviews before they decide whether they even want to reach out to you. 83% of US consumers turn to Google specifically to evaluate local businesses. And here's the stat that really blows people's minds. 46% of consumers are willing to pay more for services from a business with strong positive reviews. So reviews don't just get you more leads. They can actually increase what customers are willing to pay you. That's a double win. So here's your 3-part review action plan. Your first step is make asking for reviews a standard step in your workflow. Right after every completed job, I want you to send a follow-up email or a text, or you're speaking to them in person, with a direct link to your Google review page so they can put a Google review immediately after a job well done. Secondly, you're going to respond to every single review, positive and negative. 88% of consumers expect businesses to respond, and it signals professionalism to every future prospect reading your profile. And 3, never, and I mean never, ever buy or incentivize fake reviews. 75% of customers actively worry about fake reviews, and getting caught can permanently damage both your reputation and your search rankings. All right, let's do a quick recap. If you want to generate more leads for your service business through digital marketing, number 1, you need to claim and fully optimize your Google business profile. It's completely free, and it is your most powerful local search asset. Number 2, build a local SEO content strategy. Start creating blog posts and location pages that answer your customers' most common questions and target keywords in your area. And number 3, set up Google Local Services Ads. Pay only for real leads from people who are actively ready to hire you right now. And 4, build a systemic review strategy so your online reputation is working for you around the clock. Now, I'll be frank, none of these are overnight fixes, but if you start implementing even one of these strategies this week, you will start to see results. And if you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our upcoming videos on SEO or web design or digital marketing for businesses just like yours. Oh, and if your service business is a law firm and you really want to see what's working for law firms online right now, then I want you to head over here and watch this video.